Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be reviewing and trying the Clarisonic Mia Prima to put on our foundation, as well as the Essence Fire palette to create this eye look. I use it to kind of create like a Valentine's Day kind of look. I don't know. This probably won't be posted until after Valentine's Day, but you know, it still looks pretty. And then just to mention, I did not get this idea by myself. Like, I didn't just invent this idea to use the Clarisonic for foundation. I did watch Tati Westbrook's videos. I don't think she exclusively had a video where she used the Clarisonic for foundation or the contour, but I did see it in a bunch of her videos that she did use it. So I just thought I might want to try it and see how it works. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. And don't forget to hit that bell. This will just notify you every time I post. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so I prepped my skin already and I used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Also, if the lighting changes throughout this video, I'm just using my phone right now because currently I do not have a camera. So just be aware of that. So we're gonna start with the Clarisonic, and it came in this really cute box. I ended up getting the Mia Prima. They had another one which was like a Bluetooth one, which was like 100, I believe it was 169. This one was only a 99, and I did end up purchasing the head, like the brush head for foundation. So I got the Sonic foundation brush. And from what I could tell, the brush itself is decently soft. I mean, it's not like your foundation brushes or anything. It's a little bit tougher or a little bit rougher, but I think it should be fine. We will see. So today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. So I just kind of put the foundation everywhere, so I'm gonna see how this works. Now, the only thing I have to mention just right away is when I'm looking at the brush, like the bristles on it, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a few bristles on there that are kind of going rogue. I don't know if it's just because of the packaging, like how it was laying or not, but that's just one thing to keep in mind. So let's see how this works. My only concern with this is that it's gonna leave brush strokes. Okay, so like I said, the bristles are a little bit rough and it does leave brush strokes, so that I'm not liking. And I don't know if I was supposed to wash it beforehand, but I didn't. And I don't know if you wash it, it would kind of soften those bristles up, but I did not do that. Okay, and then, so I just looked on my cheek and some of the bristles, I don't know if you can see, probably can't see that, but the bristles are kind of like coming off. The other thing is, like, it's nice, and I feel like it might have been overhyped a little bit because as I'm putting this on, it's really kind of dragging the foundation. It's not keeping it in place. It's not really giving it an even coverage, at least for me, and it could be the foundation, but I've used this foundation so many times, and it does not do this with a sponge or just like a kabuki brush. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. As you can see, like, this is a full coverage foundation. Like, this even says it's full coverage. So like I said, like, whenever I use either my like flat kabuki brush like this or even my beauty sponge, it does not leave kind of all of my, I don't know, like my acne or anything. So I don't know. I don't know if I really like it. I mean, maybe let's see if I could maybe put on a second coat and see if it kind of blends in a little bit better. But so far it's not really, it's like moving the product around. It's not letting it sit. It's picking up where I put the product. So I'm not liking that. Okay, so I did the second layer, covered up a little bit more, but I don't know if you guys can see, there's like especially right here, excuse my booger, especially right here, like you can definitely see the brush strokes, which I don't know about you, but I don't like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my beauty sponge really quick, and I'm gonna go over and kind of smooth things out a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna try this too with my cream contour. So I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me, actually the foundation sticks, and I use them as contour. So I'm just gonna contour my nose. And then this is the color, or the shade, Toffee Caramel, and then I'm also gonna go in with another one. This is Coconut, and this is a little bit darker, a little bit warmer. And I'm gonna use that for like around my cheeks, my forehead. All right, so I'm gonna use that Clarisonic again and see if it does any better with just cream contour, if it blends out nice or if it leaves it patchy. So it seems to be blending out the cream contour pretty nicely. It is moving the foundation around a little bit. But like I said, I don't even know if I said this, but you can just go in with your beauty blender or your beauty sponge and just blend it out a little bit. Okay, so this side was okay, and then I got to this side, and on this side I have more blemishes, more trouble areas, so you can really see that it picked up some of the foundation. I don't know if you guys can see, like over here, it picked up a lot of the foundation, so you can see the blemishes. Yeah, I mean, it blends out nice. It's not like patchy or anything, like the actual color or like the shade, it's not patchy. But like I said, it does pick up the foundation quite a bit. So let's see if I can do my nose contour. Okay. So it did a decent job. It did leave streaks. You can always just go in with your beauty blender, like I said like a billion times already, and blend it out a little bit, and it should be fine. I mean, if you don't like having to do that, having to go back and, you know, blend everything out and kind of perfect it, and if you just want to use like one product or one tool and then just be it, then, you know, this isn't for you. But if you don't mind that, then it's, you know, I think you'll be fine using it. And then, like I said, also when I went in with the cream contour, it really picked up the foundation, as you can see over here. And even when I was putting on the foundation, it just didn't lay evenly. It just kind of picked everything up. It didn't just, I don't know, it didn't smooth out or anything. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, do the rest of my makeup, except for the eyes, because like I said, I do have a palette that I want to try out for you guys today too, and I will be right back. Okay, so I did the rest of my face. I left the bake on just in case there's fallout. I don't get it under here and it's just easy to wipe away. So we are gonna go into the Essence Fire palette. This guy right here. It looks really beautiful. I'm super excited to use this. It's very like sultry. The only thing I have to say about it is it doesn't really have a transition shade. I mean, I think I'm gonna be using this yellow and maybe this kind of pinky, but this pinky is a little bit shimmery. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty shimmery, so we'll see which one I decide to do. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M505 brush. It's just a big fluffy brush, so I'm gonna go in with, I really wanna use the yellow, but I think I might just put that in the corner here. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's kind of a light orangey brown shade, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, I forgot to prime my lids. Okay, so to prime my lids really quickly, I am going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and this is in the soft ochre. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, like I said, with the light brownish orangish color. I'm gonna put that as my transition shade. I'm gonna focus it kind of towards the outside here, and then whatever I have left on the brush, I'm just gonna run it in, kind of in the windshield wiper motion. And I'm going to kind of sweep it out a little bit out here, just very lightly. So these shades, or I mean I use only one, but this shade seems to be pretty pigmented. There's not a whole bunch of fallout either. There's a little bit of kickback in the pan, but that's not really that big of a deal. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go into this kind of orangey, like a deeper orange, burnt orange color right here. I'm gonna put that into the crease to darken it up just a little bit, add just a little bit more color. And again, I'm kind of focusing it more on the outside here and then bringing it in. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Morphe 321 brush, and I'm going to go in to, let's see, how does this look? Maybe I'm gonna go into this like reddish color. Yeah, I'm gonna go into that. It's more of like, maybe it's like a Valentine's Day theme, I don't know. This will probably go out after Valentine's Day, so it's gonna be a little bit late. But I'm gonna pack that on kind of on the outer third, just very gently. And then I'm gonna wanna deepen that up a little bit, so I'm gonna take some of my Morphe setting spray and I'm gonna wet the brush just a little bit and go ahead back into that same color and just very lightly press, because I don't want to move what I already put down too much. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that first brush that I used, the Morphe 505 brush, and I'm going to take that same kind of transition shade that I used, that light brownish orange, and I'm just going to clean up the edges a little bit. Okay, so for the inner portion, I am going to go in with, let's see, maybe I should do this one. No, I think that's a little too close to that red. So I'm gonna go in with this light pinky color right here. And I'm going to take my Morphe 408 brush and I'm gonna wet it just a little bit just because it is a shimmery color. And I will put that in the inner portion. Just can't really see that. It's a little bit shimmery, but there's not really much color payoff. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into that pinky, like rosy or like peachy pink right here. And I'm just gonna do that for that part. Because that lighter color is not really coming up much. Okay, that's a little bit better, but it's quite patchy. So if you guys can see like here, like all up here, just kind of moved whatever product I put there. So I'm gonna go back in with that red color that I used, that like pinky red. I'm gonna just add just a little bit here. And then I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and use some of that burnt orange in the crease a little bit more. Okay, so there's a little bit of fallout, not too bad. Just wipe it away because I have the bake on. Okay, I'm gonna go and see if I can use my finger to kind of build this color up a little bit. Okay. That's not too bad. I don't really like it. It seems like the colors are kind of blending in together. I'm gonna go in with that same kind of flat tapered brush. This one right here, this is the Morphe 408 brush, and I'm gonna use that same red that I used on the top here in the outer corner, and I'm gonna run it on my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this color that I used for deepening the crease, and I'm gonna put that towards the inner portion. And then I'm gonna blend that together with the red that I put on the outside. And then I'll take my Morphe 505 and use that transition shade and kind of run it on the bottom to blend everything together. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do for my eyes, I am going to take Morphe 213. It's kind of this little flat brush. I'm gonna go in with this yellow. Now I know yellows, they're not like terribly hard to make, but I have heard, or have seen actually, a lot of palettes that have yellow that the yellows are just not bright, they're not vibrant, but then again, I have seen palettes that have really good yellows, like the James Charles palette, the Jeffree Star palettes. They all have a very bright, pigmented yellows. So we'll see if this measures up to those. I don't think they will. So I'm gonna go into that yellow. It's more of a muted yellow. It's not like a, I don't even know, like, it's kind of like a mustardy almost yellow. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner here. Okay, just as I suspected, this yellow has no pigment whatsoever, so I just sprayed it with the setting spray, and I'm gonna see if I can build it up a little bit. I think on camera, I mean, you could see a little bit, like right here, but it's not bright whatsoever. I would show you the James Charles palette because it has a really pretty yellow, but I don't have it on hand right now. Okay, I think that's as good as that's gonna get. That's how it's gonna get. I'm actually gonna take a little clean, not little, but a clean fluffy brush and clean up just over here a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera. I'm gonna do my brows, put on some eyeliner, lashes, and lips, and I will be right back to do my final thoughts, my final reviews on both the Clarisonic and the eyeshadow palette, so I will be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and finished the other eye, put some lashes. Didn't end up putting any eyeliner because I think the lashes would have swallowed it anyway. And I also went ahead and added a little bit of the James Charles yellow to the inner corner over here. And I will show you the difference between the formulas and the pigments between these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the Essence Fire palette. So that's the yellow on that one. And then the James Charles palette yellow is that one. Like, you can see the complete difference, the complete, like, I don't even know, the formula change, the different, just it's so much better. The James Charles palette yellow is so much better. Okay, so my final thoughts on the palette, first of all, are I think it's good for the price. This was $9.99, I believe, at Ulta. I think it worked out well. Like, it blended out pretty nice. There was a little bit of fallout, not a big deal. I was able to just brush it off. The colors blended out well together. There's, you know, the pigment is all right. It's there, but as you can see, I don't know, like, between the red here and the shimmery kind of lighter reddish color, there's not much difference. I feel like it all kind of flows together, and I don't know if that's, I mean, I'm sure it's just the formula, but, and I don't know if it's just the same throughout all their palettes, but for this one, it's not quite there. It's not quite what I like. Now I have, like I said, the James Charles palette, the Jeffree Star, I have Tati's palette, so this definitely does not measure up to those in the drugstore, so, you know, take it what you will. Okay, so the Clarisonic, this guy right here, I honestly, I would not recommend it. I don't know, I think it worked for Tati, great. It didn't work for me, great, or not great, whatever. I just think, like I said, while I was using it, it just picked up a lot of the foundation when I first put it down. It picked up the foundation when I put the cream contour on as well. And it left just a lot of brush strokes, which I had to go back in with a beauty blender and just kind of smooth everything out. So for me, it's not really ideal. I think I'm just probably gonna stick to my kabuki brushes or just my sponges. Overall, I think it was a good try for both of them. I think I might keep this palette just because I really like the color story on there. I think it's really pretty. I'm not gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna return this because I don't really have a use for it. Now I will try and use the other head, the little piece up here that came with it, which is used for, you know, your skincare. So I'm gonna try that and see how that works. If that works better, then I'm just gonna do that and just return the foundation head. So yeah, I hope you guys like this look, and if you guys have any suggestions on how to properly, or, you know, if this worked out for you, the Clarisonic, if it worked out for you, if you have suggestions on, you know, a better way to use it, if you have any tips and tricks on how to make it work better, please leave it down in the comments below. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that red button down below. Also, don't forget to ring the bell. That just notifies you every single time I post. And yeah, I thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!